Tom Matthews from Matthews Engineering here. I wanted to show how I've got this exhaust blower plumbed on this laser center. This is a 1500 watt laser center with a Wuhan Raycus laser in it. But the way it comes, the exhaust fan is supposed to come out of this hole. So I covered that hole up and replumbed the exhaust tubing up here so I could put the blower up on top of this thing. You know, these machines take up a lot of space, a lot of floor space, and there's a lot of valuable, you know, space on top of this thing. I might even store some sheet up here or other stuff on top of the machine. I did have to cut a 6-inch hole in the roof, which was a little nerve-wracking. But so the blower's up here, and then I'm going to show you how this automatic mode I made. This blower is 380 volts, you know, Chinese 3-phase power. So I looped it through the machine and wired it in there, and then there's a 380 volt transformer back here that runs both the machine and the blower. But let's go look at how this works. The other thing I did, I wanted to be able to turn it on and off. So I added this switch here on the panel, and so it's got 3 modes: off, there's on. But I also added this, I call it auto mode over here. And what that does is if the laser fires, and I'll show you how I wired this and I'll post a little schematic of what I did. If the laser fires, let's just fire the laser real quick, it'll turn the fan on, and then the fan will stay on for a programmable delay afterwards. So there's the fan. Go over here and look at this. So this timer in here, that just timed out. So I've got this set on 10 seconds. You can set it to whatever you want. This is a MS4SM. I think this is by Fuji. This is a fabulous little timer. Now I did have to, so the timer is wired to 24 volts in this machine, which is most of these Cypcut type machines have a 24, or Friend S machines have a 24 volt source. And then this is this was a bipolar transistor inverter, but I had to re-engineer this. I'll put a schematic of what I did. I opened this up and changed the circuit in here to a NFET, so that it looks at the modulation plus signal from your laser. As soon as it sees a positive edge, it triggers this timer, and then after the last negative edge, the timer will run for the additional amount set here. So far 10 seconds seems pretty good. This timer will do, it's set 0 to 30, but you can change the range. I think it'll do up to several minutes or even shorter times. When you change this range, the little scale there changes. A very nice timer. And then this is all 35 millimeter DIN rail. So this timer has a relay in it as well. When that fires, the timer goes, it closes the relay, and it provides 24 volts through this raceway over to this relay that I added, or contactor rather. And so this contactor is what's connected to that plug on the back of the machine for the blower, the 3-phase 380 volt blower motor. But you can, you know, whatever contactor is appropriate for yours. This has a 24 volt relay signal that again is controlled by this guy. I did put the relay's been kicking back a little bit of noise onto the 24 volt line when it closes, and I put one of these varistor type clamps on there, but I think that what I really want, since it's a DC relay, I think I'm just going to put a freewheeling diode on there, which I think will work even better, but the varistor clamp worked really nicely. So that's what turns the fan on and gives me the ability to control it from the front panel. So that's a Gen N length LXF 1390. Tom Matthews from Matthews Engineering.